Hi, I'm Bill Doherty, co-founder of the Doherty Relationship Institute, and I want to talk about a particular presentation of a couple that can be really challenging and frustrating in couples therapy, and then tell you how it's actually routine, and we handle it in Discernment Counseling, which is a specialized way to work with couples on the brink of divorce. So that's our theme here. So a couple comes to see you. Somebody is saying, I don't know if I want to stay in the marriage. The other, I really want to be here. But the one who's leaning out says, but I'm willing to try the therapy. So let's go for it. And so you're working with them, and that person, the leaning out one, say, hey, I can see some hope here. So they kind of start leaning in. You're thinking, good, making headway. And then the next session, the leaning in one comes in saying, I don't know if I want to stay. Like, what just happened here? Okay, I reined one in. I thought you were solid, not that you would say this to them. And now you're pulling the plug on all this. And so there are no established ways in couples therapy to manage that, by the way. Okay, when the issue is whether to stay or leave or stay in therapy. And so, as a therapist, you just sort of do your best, but you feel like, well, who's wearing what hat here? By the way, at that point, the original leaning out one may lean out again, so you have two leaning outs. So you get a case consultation, right? So what I want to say is, in discernment counseling, we assume, we build it into the protocol, the idea that people may switch roles, that the leaning out could say, hey, there's hope, I want to save this. And then the leaning in one, instead of going, well, that's great, they go, and it may be for lots of reasons, right? It may be they just had a big fight the week before. It may be their friends are telling them, or their individual therapist telling them you're being a sucker. It's not a crisis. It's like, okay, you're talking to them individually anyway, and you just work with them around the shifted roles. And in discernment counseling, we never send the message, verbal, nonverbal, in any way, that somehow people have messed up the process. They're just doing what they do, and our process in discernment counseling can be a container for all of that ambivalence.